Welcome to episode 4 of the Next Question podcast here at the beautiful Maxwell Studios. We're sponsored by DeVoe Cadillac, Z Enterprises, MAGA Beer, and the Autism School of Collier County. And I'm going to let my co-host, Mr. Patrick Dearborn, introduce our guests here for episode 4.
Thank you, Pat. Hey, man, so excited. Welcome back, everybody. Appreciate y'all. I'm looking at that camera now because Shawn French told me to. So I have a dear friend of mine. This guy has actually been mentoring us from afar. Consistently has one of the top 5, top 10 podcast shows in the world. I'll never forget the day that it came out, whenever that was, and you were number 2 behind only Joe Rogan. Shawn, I was honored to be on your show, The Determined Society, about a year ago. Your show's amazing.
Pat still keeps sending me clips from that show. I get about.
I'm proud of that show, man. It's a big deal.
It was a great show.
And no disrespect to Gary Brecka, but I'm going to tell you right now, the Determined Society might actually, I'm actually more proud of that than I was on The Ultimate Human. So,
wow.
Shawn, all joking aside, thanks for being here, buddy.
Dude, thank you guys so much for having me, man. I'm proud of you. This is big, guys. I'm proud of you, and you know, whatever I can do to support and help and usher this along for you, I'm here. So.
And you're not all talk because you already have. You're helping us behind the scenes as well. So we're super grateful for that. We're super grateful to have you here. And let's go.
Let's do it.
Who is Shawn French?
Dude,
for the few people that don't know.
Dude's got strong hair. I can tell you that
dude,
right now.
It's strong arms. It's growing back. My hair is growing back. Lock Lab is crushing it for me. And 1 pill a day. Damn. It's nice. It's filling in.
Hey, get one of those a Pat Jira.
Hey, I'm just seeing a little bit of
asking for a friend.
I use the spray Hims.
Yeah. I still have a couple patches. I'm like, what the hell, man? You can grow.
For the hair, not for the other stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good too.
Well, that's good too. You need vascularity down there too, bro. Don't you knock it.
Oh, good.
Hey, them chewables are good.
Love longevity.
Yeah, you have to.
Endurance.
Yeah. Longevity.
3 pumps to squeeze and a giggle.
That's it.
Jira.
Enough time to cuddle.
That was his tagline in high school.
Enough time to cuddle. Who am I, man? You know, I'm a husband and a father,
that don't
man.
know.
Husband and a father. That to me, my family is the most important thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I usher everything that I do on the heels of how is it going to reflect upon them? How are they going to feel if they see this? How are they going to feel if their friends see this on YouTube or listen to my show? And just for me is just, man, I'm just a normal dude that had an idea, you know, to start this podcast called The Determined Society, and it's taken off, man, because I'm staying true to who I am, which is a good human, a husband and a father, and I'm living in integrity 100% of the time. So that way, my actions are in congruence with my show ethos.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest thing.
So you're a lot of people can talk the talk, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of pastors and priests can talk the talk. A lot of podcasters can talk the talk, but you're walking the walk. And that's the hard part, by the way. And walking the walk, and we talked about this when I was on your show. What does determined mean? You asked every guest that question, and I told you, bottom line, it meant doing the right things even when nobody's looking.
That's it.
And by the way, I fail at that all the time. I love watching your show, man. I went back through and rewatched a bunch of shows. The William H. Macy, one of my favorite actors.
He's great, dude.
Boogie Nights. I mean, the guy was so freaking good.
Fargo.
I mean, he's been in so many.
You name it, dude. That guy, dude, William H. Macy is one of the goats. And you want to talk about a kind human being?
He loved being on your show, man.
Bro.
You could tell, like, he was into it.
Like, it was crazy because afterwards, I got a little follow notification from William H. Macy, and I went back and Bill's following like 37 people.
Yeah.
Wow.
And how many people has he worked with over the years? I'm like,
all those big
what the
actors,
hell?
they have like million, they have like 3 or 4 or 5 or 30.
yeah, I'm like,
following. Yeah.
what the hell is this?
And you're
It's
one of
really
them.
Cool, man.
That's awesome.
It's really cool. So, you know, when that stuff happens, you know you're on the right track. And then, you know, if you ever want to do anything else, you have a direct line to that person, right? So that moves things along quicker, because if that person wants to do something, their publicist or management or representation will fall in line if a Bill, right, or a Janet Kramer saying, I'm going on the show, they're going to email you. I need you to respond and schedule. So that's pretty cool. But, you know, again, man, it's been one hell of a ride, and I think we're just getting started.
Pat asked you, and you hit on starting, and I don't know this.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, I love our show because next question, you know, our goal is to basically shine light on people that make a difference in the world. I don't care if you're rich, poor, if you're the number 2 podcaster in the world, or you're just somebody down the street that loves to deliver toys to kids in Immokalee. Everybody that walks through that door, we all got a couple things in common. One, we're all sinners. Two, we're all kind of either have been broken or are currently broken, and we're trying to get better. And that's why shows like yours, the Determined Society, helps people, gives them guidance. But when Pat asked you about the show, I want to know, because we're just starting and we had this idea. And in my heart, it feels from day one, when next question, the idea even came up. Pat and I don't even know what we have. And we were talking to you offline because you're really trying to help us and get us going because we don't know what the heck we're doing yet. But I think there's something there. Talk to me about how you knew the Determined Society was something there, and talk about the beginnings of that. Like, how did it all start? Where'd you start doing it? Who supported you? How many times did people laugh in your face or tell you it was a bad idea? No, I'm asking for real. Because Pat and I and Ricky need to hear this, as does our live studio audience, because if you believe in something, you got to go for it no matter what. So tell me, what was that like?
It's going to be a little bit of a story.
Go ahead.
You guys are okay with it?
Yes. I got a lunch thing at 12. But
no, me too, bro. Me too. Shoot, I can't talk that long. My mouth will fall apart.
Ricky's got a showing at 12. So.
And I'll start sounding like I got peanut butter on the roof of my mouth if I talk any longer.
By the way, how cool is it Ricky shows up in his casual athletic wear?
How cool is it that Ricky's here, period?
That was the final piece to the puzzle. Again, Ricky Haas to come with us.
Well, that and he's sponsored by Spanx. So, I mean, bringing on Spanx was
And he's
huge.
got a new girlfriend.
I saw
Congratulations, Facebook.
Very nice.
Wow.
Very nice.
One of the top podcasts in the world knows about Ricky Haas.
Damn. I commented on it.
Wow.
I
Shout out to Facebook.
I even said, yo, congrats, man.
Man.
Damn, he really outkicked his coverage,
He
didn't
did.
he? Shit.
I asked her if she had a seeing problem. She said,
Yeah, she's fucking blind.
No, she's 2020. She's 2020.
Wow. He has a good
We love Ricky Haas.
He's a
Love
good
Ricky.
person. He's a good person. So, okay. So
Back to
I was
Shawn
in,
French.
I was in sales for a long period of time. Prior to that, I was coaching in high school and in teaching. So I've always had this coaching mentality due to my background. I've always wanted to see people do well. And what happened in the sales industry, I was making great money. I went from human capital management, which is payroll and HR. All right. Nothing crazy, guys. Human
sounds kind of fancier the other way you say it.
I know, exactly. Right. It's what the industry calls it. It's HCM. And then I went into medical, right? And right during COVID, and I still performed. And what I found was I was taking the same principles and planning aspects for my week and of my day into the medical industry, which I knew nothing about. I didn't know the anatomy going into the OR, but what I did was I executed my process just like I did at Paychecks. And I blew up. I did so well there. But there's this one thing that was happening, guys, at the same time. I was empty. I was unhappy. I was 230, 40 pounds, whatever,
Thick.
Fat.
Thick.
My ass. I was fat. It was
PHAT.
Yeah. Pretty
hot and tempting.
Yeah. And so I started to really dive into like, why am I so unhappy? And I thought it was, I needed more money. I thought this is tied to money. More money is going to bring me happiness. I'm going to be able to do whatever I want, whenever I want to do it, go somewhere with my family on a drop of a dime. So my friend out in Arizona, Rainbow, was working with Melaleuca, and she's killing it still. I mean, we're talking about 6-figure months. Yeah. Like, hey, just do this. And then, you could do this as well. You're a salesperson. I'm like, yeah, easy, no problem. Well, a part of that was meeting with their social media influencer, Nicole, to really kind of dial in how people are going to look, view, and trust me as selling them a product. And the one thing she said to me is, you need to create a personal brand. I'm like, what the hell is a personal brand? I'm just a salesperson. I don't know what a personal brand is. And so she explained it to me. And I couldn't answer the question. I didn't know who I was. Now the brand, everybody thinks it's the widget. Everybody thinks it's the Determined Society or Next Question podcast. No. That's the label. The brand is who you exude. What do people say about you in front of you and behind your back?
Right.
And so one of the things that she said to me was like, post a picture of yourself in your stories on Instagram and write in the question box, what is the first word that comes to your mind when you look at me? And that was a scary moment. That's the first time I put myself out there. And my friend said some fucked up shit, dude. They were
I just said thick.
Yeah, dude. Like, hey, I heard a nice hat, idiot. You're a douchebag, all that stuff. But it was all in fun and games. That's locker room talk. I'm down with it. But, most people were coming back with leader, coach. And then there was like this run of like 50 people, determination, resilient, gritty. And I'm like, oh, well, all those fall into determination, right? And so I'm like, all right, this is what people are saying. And mind you, I had 700 people following me at the time. I had 0 audience. Okay.
That's 100 more than Ricky Haas has.
Hey, well, you know,
But
he's got to have some downfall.
They're all females though, so
Of course they are. Fucking, he's posting those thirst traps. You know, but so again, I go back to her and I go, hey, this is what everybody's saying. She goes, great, make a Facebook page. I go, called Determined? That sounds ridiculously stupid and basic and bland. And I couldn't really pick up what she was putting down. And finally she goes, Shawn, what do you want? What do you want? And this is something for the audience I want you to really think about. And I said, I want to wake up in a society where everybody chases their dreams, no matter how they feel emotionally at that time. Because what that is you doing the work no matter what. Your emotions can't get involved. You said you're going to do something, you freaking do it. Period, end of story. I don't care if it's waking up and reading 2 pages. If you can't make the promise to yourself that you're going to wake up 10 minutes early to read 2 pages, you don't give a shit enough about yourself. That's the world I want to live in. She goes, determined society. I go, hate it. It's missing something. I go, it's missing the word the. So the determined society started teasing that something was coming. And eventually I dropped it after 2 weeks. And right away, when I put the link in the story, I wish I had that type of like call to action power now. It's like most, like when you get bigger, it's almost like people are like, nah, fuck that. I'm not going to do that because you're telling me to do it. But when you're just some clown, right?
Yeah.
They're following my every prompt. So that's a discouraging part about this business. And you guys will learn that. But, you know, they started flooding in there. 30, 40, 50 people on the first day. I'm like, this is strange. And so one of my first posts in there was just someone like, what are you struggling with? Because I wanted to know what was really the issue. A lot of people was like getting started, you know, keeping my word to myself. I don't know what supplements to take. I don't know how to do better in my career. There's so much noise out here. I'm like, okay, cool. So I have that. And so I started posting everything to kind of trigger those thoughts and those feelings and in ways that these people can get better through these moments. And all of a sudden I look at it and people are engaging, people are posting. I'm like, I have an engaged community at this point. Now, fast forward 3 weeks, I'm driving down the road, heading to a hospital to go work, and my brain exploded. It was just this moment where you have this feeling and you're like, I can't shut this off. It's like I'm smelling colors right now. Like that's how vivid that moment was for me. I saw things. I'm like, I had to pull over, call my wife. I'm like, hey, this is what I'm thinking. I'm going to do this podcast called The Determined Society. And I'm just going to interview local people and talk about their success and what brought them there. Because there's many cakes in this world. You can eat whatever cake. There's German chocolate cake. There's chocolate cake. There's, you know, sprinkles. There's freaking birthday cake. There are different ingredients.
I love cake.
But I freaking love that shit. But they all taste different, right? But they're all good. Most of them. So everybody can be successful in their own way, in their own business. But at the end of the day, there's a process involved, a recipe for this. So I wanted to uncover that. So my first show that I ever recorded was that night because my wife told me that. She goes, I don't think you're crazy. I know you could do this, but you have until you get home to figure it out, or I don't want to hear about it ever again. I'm like, bet. Like, don't do that to me, because when you doubt me or when you put any type of resistance on me, it's like putting jet fuel in a freaking engine, dude. Like I'm going to go and I'm going to go hard. And so, but I knew what she was doing. She was at that time, I wasn't really good with my word with myself. So she was challenging me. So did I go to work? No, man, I pulled over. I turned around and I figured I'd go how to start a podcast with no equipment. So that night I recorded the first episode of The Determined Society on my phone in my den. And it started like this. Hey, this is Shawn French with The Determined Society. This is the first one. I hope you listen. I hope you guys are.
It was just you?
It's just me, man, in my den, just like this on my iPhone. And then the next 20 or 30 episodes were in my car. And so that's how it started. So long story, and I apologize for the audience, but I really wanted you guys to know my thought process behind answering the very specific question of, how did I feel at that moment? How did you know? It was something that I couldn't get over. I couldn't shake it. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I'd wake up in the morning thinking about it. I'd go to bed at night thinking about it. I'm cooking dinner and I'm thinking about it. So this must be a purpose, right? This must be handed to me from somewhere. And the only somewhere I know is the God upstairs, the Lord. And so I said, well, if you're going to put this on me, then I have to follow through, because this is a gift that the Father has given me. And if I don't use it, I'm disrespecting what I've been given. And so for me, it's about purpose. Is it a calling? And if you feel this is a calling, you feel this is your purpose, then by all means, go hard in the paint and never let up, because people are going to support you when you're small. The moment you guys grow, you're going to find out more than you already have who's really for you, because it gets very quiet. Every single step up the ladder that you get, the air gets so freaking thin and you feel lost on an island all by yourself. Wow. And it's like this game of Survivor where you're just trying to figure shit out so you can push through and get to the next level. That's what's coming for you guys. And it's not something to shy away from. It's something to put your face in, because that is exciting. That is an opportunity, and it's hard, but it's so rewarding. And when you have people start to message you on how you're changing their life, and they're going through brain cancer and they listen to your show and they found it on YouTube and it's changing their perspective. Like, guys, this is everything. The opportunity that you guys have. I don't even know that you guys realize what it is yet, because I didn't until recently. This is what's going on. This is what I'm doing. And so that's my answer to the question. It's a long one, but it's a complete answer.
You could hear a pin drop in here. Wow. I didn't know that story about you starting off with that. And I love how your wife challenged you. We all got to be challenged, man. It ain't easy. I'm not an easy person to challenge. I take stuff personal too. And I think everybody up here on this panel, from Pat to you and me, you challenge us. Like, I love the analogy you use, jet fuel. But the God to your right, who's a friend of yours too, who you stood by when he went through those trials and tribulations. Talk about going through what he went through. And being, you talked about, we'll see who the real friends are. This guy got a really sneak peek. Is actually a blessing. He now knows on his roster who was real and who wasn't. And he's adjusted that roster and he looks at things different. I've seen him. He behaves different. He's thinking different than he was before. He's still Pat Jira, right? He's still the nicest, kind-hearted person who wants to help out everybody. Ever since I've met you, I feel like there's something in common where you guys have a heart, a servant's heart, meaning that you want to serve other people. You're not about pumping your own self up. You're not about making money, even though it's a business. And we talked offline that
it's not a charity.
It's a business, right? No, just like church. Churches are businesses, right? You need money to operate, to take care of your family. But the fact that you do that from a position of servanthood, Pat Jira to me is a servant, whether it be his daughter or other people in the community, whether they have a high standing or a low standing. If Pat Jira sees something in you and he locks arms with you, he's going to be there with you till the end. Go ahead, Pat.
I'm sorry, not there. Laura Maxwell's another perfect example of that. Doesn't look at anyone any differently. If she can help someone.
You got to meet Lauren Maxwell because
multiple times.
Okay,
good. Lauren.
Sorry, you all both spoke at the. She was on the panel when you were doing the main thing. With
I've seen her multiple times since then.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. You
good
all
woman.
haven't met. Everybody knows Lauren Maxwell. So we're in. How about her new studio?
Dude, this is beautiful.
How amazing!
This is beautiful. I mean, just being in a professional room like this, seeing you guys do your thing. You keep edifying me, but like where I'm at, sitting in this chair, makes me so proud of you. There's a lot of people. I'm gonna get emotional. I got goosebumps and shit. It's like, this is where the heart and soul of me comes out. You are not made in the moments of everything is going great. You're made in those moments of those 63 days. How many moments with your daughter now do you not take for granted now? Every freaking one of them you're in now. It was a gift. It was a shitty gift, It was hard, but your response, that's how I judge a man. That's how I judge a woman, a human being. What is your response to the worst shit that's ever happened to you? And so when I look at this is the response. And to do this with Lauren Maxwell, like, that's huge.
Amazing blessing, yeah.
And so, Lauren, this is beautiful. Your whole building is beautiful, right?
Lauren is beautiful.
Laura's great. You know,
inside and out. Absolutely.
By the way, whatever you do, don't post a picture of Lauren Maxwell from Facebook memories from 4 years ago.
She will not like it.
Get pissed.
Or AI.
Yeah, Pat did an AI picture, and it looked good.
It wasn't bad.
Lauren was not happy with that at all. She goes, if you're going to use AI, make me look hot. Lauren Maxwell, we love you. Maxwell Home Mortgage Team. She doesn't just buy buildings now; she's buying blocks. Talk about building an empire. That girl and her husband Dan, they're building an empire, not just monetarily or how many properties they have or what kind of cars they drive, but man, their whole family. You know, they've got a blended family. They've got grandkids now. They're really rooted in this community. And a shout out to Dan Kowal, her husband, who's going to be running again for re-election for our county commissioner. We need guys like that with common sense, law and order, who have faith, who have a servant's heart, want to serve the community. Dan Kowal is one of the most rock solid guys that I know.
Amazing man.
Anyway, so enough said about that, but we love being in Lauren's building. I forgot you all had met before. I want to go to
should be a great person on your podcast too.
She would be a great person on your
always put me
podcast.
on the spot on the fucking microphone. I don't handle those.
There's like a two. Oh, he's got the buffers, the gatekeepers.
Hey,
The gatekeepers.
Sam at Gaps Agency.
Okay, wow. Hey, by the way,
There's your answer.
God has a plan. This guy, you come on the 239 live back when Pat was running it and blowing it up. Sorry, but it's the fact. And I get to meet you. We lock arms.
That was the first time you guys met.
It was.
Really?
And then we got
No.
crossed paths.
No.
Wow, why are you yelling at me?
Shut up. Shut up.
Shut the front door.
Hey, so
Don't make me take my weighted vest off.
Hey, oh.
Don't make me take it off.
I mean,
Weighted vest. Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So I was on the panel for John Huffman's event 2 years ago.
The first one, right?
The very first one.
Yeah.
And then I did the live show there this past year.
Okay.
But he was on the panel with me. And when I learn that people are on the panel with me, I connect with them because I'm going to be speaking with this person. And I'm like, okay, well, if John's going to ask this man, Patrick Dearborn, to be on the panel, I'm going to follow him.
Let me get to know him.
He follows me back, da-da-da-da-da. But I don't think he really knew the connection that we were about to have or how I was connected to what he was doing. And I remember being out in front of T Clinics one day, which shout out to Jeff. Thank you for changing my life. And
Jeff Delaney.
Wow. I can see my penis now because of this guy. So
you heard that live on Next
sorry,
Question.
Nicole. Sorry.
Are we leaving that part in?
Yeah, we're gonna do whatever you want with it. Hey, it's called authenticity, man.
Ricky always gives a thumbs
You want a
up
fun show, then let's figure this out.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let it rip.
So I walk out of New Viva one day and Patrick Dearborn is sitting there in front of T Clinic and he fucking big leagues the shit out of me. Like dismisses me.
Really?
Introduces him.
This story.
Yeah, like
fake news.
I'm like, hey, it's real news. Because I was like, what the hell is this guy about? But it's so funny. That was my first interaction with him. I wasn't mad about it, but you know, when you don't know somebody and then you meet them and then you
get to know them. I told Pat this just
I was all jacked up on testosterone.
Yeah,
man. Give me a break.
Aren't we all?
Run through that wall.
But I told Pat this, you know, following him for years on social media. I was like, this guy is a arrogant prick. But then you actually get
me or him?
Pat.
Okay.
No, I never thought that
because I've heard that too. Well, no, I've heard that.
But then you get to know the person, and you're like, this, you know,
well, I
most
thought
amazing
he
human
might
beings.
have been a little arrogant too. I mean,
yeah.
You know, like, but listen, here's the thing. Like, that's why it's so important not to judge up front.
Absolutely.
Like, because you don't
We're
know
all
where someone's
guilty
coming
of it,
from,
right?
And really, what it is with him, it's not arrogance. It's extreme
Confidence.
It's confidence, and when you don't have that confidence to match, you look at something like, well, it might be this. But dude, like,
but
so that's not the first time we met. But anyway, that was.
And he is who he is,
He's
unapologetic, right? You're not
Yeah.
getting a fake or watered down version.
Yeah.
Can I add something to that story?
And I love this man. Trust me. Like you know.
So Pat Dearborn saying he did not big time Shawn French at T Clinics. You
Pat Dearborn, first time caller.
You want to
clean a question?
You want to clean that up?
I have a question. By the way, I love the live audience is like nodding their heads like, wow. They're like, yeah, Pat Dearborn has been known to be, has been perceived before as
Ricky's laughing back there. Like he understands what I'm talking about.
So I'm going to add one story. So when I got to be on this panel, I did go research Shawn. I don't remember anything about T Clinic and bumping into Shawn. So if I believe if it happened, obviously I was
selective memory.
Oh, 1,000% I got selective memory. Yeah. But I will tell you a really cool story. So being on the panel with Jeff Delaney, with Lauren Maxwell, with Shawn French, I was like, Ray Higdon was there. I was like, man.
Andy was on there too?
Yes, yeah. It was a big panel. Yeah. So I was actually nervous to be up there.
Really?
I was. And it worked out great because it was so spiritual and uplifting. Mm-hmm. But that's when I remember connecting with Shawn, and I was blown away. He was the biggest person, didn't act like it, but social media-wise, follower-wise, show-wise, he was the biggest one up there. Then there was Andy, and then I knew Jeff, and I knew Lauren.
Yeah.
That was a really amazing experience.
Derek Carlson, I think, was...
he wasn't in the panel, but Derek was on it. Ray Higdon.
Who's an absolutely amazing guy as well.
So they took the big people, and they took Shawn, and Shawn had his own kind of huge thing where he did his own Determined Society live with a dear friend of mine, Derek Carlson.
Oh, yeah, this past year. Yeah.
Got an amazing story, and it was so cool to be live in front of 1,000, 2,000 people doing a live show with Derek and his story. By the way, shout out to Derek Carlson and Brittany. Yep. She's pregnant. They're going to have a baby, which is, I mean, world is wild. Life is wild. It is crazy, but God knows our journeys, man, before we even live them. I've known Brittany and Derek going back so long, and wild stories of both of them, and they are both amazing human beings. I was so happy to see him.
Pat, that's back. One guy, Derek Carlson, who did a lot behind the scenes while I was away too. So big shout.
And he would do anything. He's that kind of guy like Shawn. He would try to mentor. He will help. He's always a guy. God always says, when you're leading the race, turn around and help the person behind you up to where you are. That's what a real person is. That's what a real superstar in my book is, having that servant's heart. I'm going to keep going back to that because that's what you have, and that's what you have. Derek Carlson, man, every day. That guy went from a fear of public speaking and major health issues to he's transformed his life. He's always being positive. He worked a true trivia question story. You didn't know this or not. You probably didn't know this. Derek Carlson worked for me on my real estate team at one time.
I did not know that.
And that guy, and I knew he was a badass. And I was going through a really tough time. And financially had to file some things and do some things at the crash of 2008, 2009. Without going into a whole lot of detail, I was hurting. And Derek Carlson was somebody that I needed a favor from, life or death favor. And that guy didn't hesitate a second. So from that point on, I said, that guy's my brother. I'll do anything for him. And I have. And it's just amazing to be. So going back to this panel, I'm on this panel and I'm hearing Shawn speak. We connect. Then I come to 239 Live and Shawn's on the show again. We reconnect again. And I bum rush him and kind of go around the system to his agency. And I say, I want to be on your show. And this guy, thanks be to God, let me on his show. Still some of my favorite clips ever. Talking about just being real. And you and I have talked about it. I've been on 37 different podcast shows with people, and all of them were different and fun, and I learned something from all of them. But I can tell you right now, I learned more from the Determined Society podcast show than any other podcast show I've been on, and I'll tell you why. The way Shawn, at the end of the day, he wants to empower people and encourage people to be, he's a light. He wants to be a light in a dark world. And you get those comments. I don't care how much sponsor money you make. I don't care where your ranking is on Apple or on Spotify. When that person who's been terminally diagnosed with a brain tumor, and you give that person hope, you give that person determination to overcome those obstacles, that to me is worth a $9-10 million contract. I want you to get that $9-10 million contract, and that contract's coming. I mean that for no doubt in my mind, but that's not why you're doing it.
No,
you're doing it because you're helping that person out with the terminal brain.
And that's why he's winning and succeeding.
1,000%. And by the way, people ask me all the time, Pat, you're a mess. I guarantee I said it 1,000 times. I walk into any room, including this room. I'm the biggest sinner in the room, bar none. God knows everything on my heart. God knows everything that I've done and I'm about to do, right? So, but God also knows that my heart, I love to help.
And you do.
But you can't out-trick God. You can't say, I'm going to go out to Immokalee and do a backpack drive. And if I do that, wink, wink,
What do I get?
I'm going to get some more real estate
Quid
deals.
pro quo.
No, you got to do that because I want to do it. Because I want to give. I don't want nothing back. And then blessings come. That's why I'm sitting here right now and I'm not in jail or not dead right now. By the way, I wasn't in for as many days as he was, but he and I have had this talk. When you spend one night in jail, it's a life-changing opportunity. And I looked at it when I spent my night in jail. It was a horrific experience, but the whole time I'm there, I kept giving thanks to God because I'm like, God, thank you for putting me in this jail cell to wake my butt up, to get me focused, to not make those mistakes again. And that was a total blessing. And now Pat's got one of the greatest stories ever because that guy's story, I mean, he was in the depths of hell.
Now Alcatraz.
Alligator Alcatraz,
no freaking joke. Next month, yeah, too. So I always said that's going to be a tourist.
You closed that bitch down?
I didn't close it down.
Did. Yeah.
And
he closed down Aqua. Him and Scotty D closed down Aqua last week, and now he's about to close down Alligator Alcatraz. Next question.
No, I did not take any. If you've seen
you guys don't put this out there, guys. They're gonna come back after me.
Absolutely. No. Let's have some fun. 37 podcast, Pat. Is that a real number?
Yeah.
Been on 37?
Yeah.
Name all 37?
I mean, some of them were multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, that includes 239 Live and different things. Yeah.
It's an interesting number, Ricky.
Listen.
Let's do some rapid fire.
You get hair like me and Shawn French, you can get cocky.
That is.
Hair like that, you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
37, not 36, not 38.
Yeah, 37. No. Would today be 38 or you don't count your own?
You can't count your own.
This one's not done yet. I'm not sure if I'm counting this one or not. The way you're acting right now, Pat Jira, I might cut this one.
All right, let's
love Shawn French.
Rapid fire. By the way, Dan Kowal came up with the name Rapid Fire when we started way back when. It was episode 3, I think we did. Wow. Myself, you, Tim Jarrett, and Larry Love.
That was number 17 for me. Yes, sir. Next question.
16 and a half.
So the next question, let's roll through these, Shawn, then we'll kind of close out with where you're headed and a couple other things. Favorite movie of all time?
Oh, good God, man.
I mean, I'm not asking you about your sex life. That should be a layup.
Well,
yeah. By the way, if you remember a certain someone, we won't name her name, but said you had the sexiest voice for a podcaster.
Wow.
I don't think she's wrong.
Yeah.
Was she part of the Neighbors Brunch Club?
But you know, I just, for me, it's
part of the ex-girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend. Wow.
Don't clip that.
I love.
You know, yeah. So, favorite movie, man. You know, it just depends on the genre, but I'm gonna go. The movie that entertains me the most is Major League with Charlie Sheen.
Oh wow,
yeah.
Curveball. By the way, Tom Berenger. Is it Tom Berenger or no? What's the other guy? Oh, I can't think of. Is it Berenger? Yeah, Naples resident. Coming
he
out.
is. He looks rough too, man. Yeah,
he's definitely
catcher. Yeah,
he was the catcher.
Yeah. Of course, Platoon too. But I mean,
yeah,
Tom Berenger's in town.
Yeah,
and you see him. He's almost unrecognizable.
Oh, and he likes his drinks too.
Okay.
What about is there a movie that a quote stands out to you from? I'm putting you on the spot. How about this? Who's your favorite actor of all time?
My favorite actor of all time? Shit, man. These are all great questions. These are all certain things that I don't think about on a day-to-day basis. Right? You know, I will say this. He's not the biggest on the planet, but I just love his acting because I can see that it's super genuine. Okay. It's not like a whole bunch of like, yeah, I can tell that dude's not like that.
Heck of a build-up here, by the way.
Huh?
I'm curious.
Yeah, I know.
Nice build-up.
This is called suspense.
These some big actors.
Yeah. You know, I love William H. Macy. He's freaking amazing. But Tony Goldwyn, he was the president in Scandal, right? Which is a massive show, alongside with Kerry Washington and some other great performers.
A great show.
Shonda Rhimes is a genius writer.
Scandal, Pat. It's a good show. You check it out.
Never seen it, yeah.
Dude.
Binge watch.
Just amazing. He was also Carl in Ghost. He's also directed and produced multiple movies. He co-directed a play that was just in DC, and they sold out every night. And he's actually going to get a spot on Broadway for this play now. Took 10 years to build that thing out for him.
He's also been on Shawn French Determined Society's podcast show. I watched that one.
He has. And again, for the listeners, this isn't a plug. This isn't a plug. Tony Goldwyn was always one of those guys that I was like, I really hope one day I get to meet that dude. Lo and behold, one day I'm in Washington, D.C. in the green room of Fox 5, getting ready to go on a couple different news segments. And I sit down next to this dude and his back's to me and I don't see who it is. And I'm talking. He starts talking to me. I'm like, hold on, I'm finishing up this text. I look up. I'm like, holy shit. It's him. It's Tony Goldwyn. So I really enjoy him.
Okay.
He's just so natural and so kind. And he's that way in real life. He's an amazing human.
Ricky Haas, you have a favorite actor of all time? Yeah,
that's really good, dude.
Yeah,
can I jump in here with a rapid fire?
Sure,
Because I'm not gonna lie to you, we're dragging a little bit on rapid fire. Not your best, not your best. No, not you.
I'll play the game.
No, it's the guy answering the questions. You got no energy today. He's wearing a quadruple extra large DeVoe Cadillac shirt, man. Untucked.
Big, don't they run?
I tucked the shirt in since '87.
Yeah.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Cooler to interview, not a cooler person, cooler and more interesting to interview. Jay Leno or William H. Macy?
William H. Macy.
Wow. Okay. I thought both interviews were great. And I thought like Jay Leno opened up. First of all, the guy's got the biggest freaking headache. Like his hair is crazy thick.
And his chin is freaking
huge.
Here's the thing. The reason being is he got so personal. You know, he talked about playing the ukulele. He talked about so many other things. And Jay Leno was great, dude. Taking nothing away from him. I loved that interview. I was so flipping nervous for that interview. William H. Macy was just, yeah,
he's into it.
Yeah, he was so excited.
What's wild is you hit on something I want to mention, because one of the things you do, no matter how big the guest is or whatever, big and small, the determined society, I feel when I watch those episodes, and I mean this, Shawn, they feel like they're hanging out like they're a guest in your house. They're a guest in your own living room. And I told Pat from day one to do this show different than other shows and like your show.
Mm-hmm.
I want everybody that walks in that door that sits down next to us, whether it be here, remote, out there, we can hold 50 people on that stage, to feel like a guest in our own home.
You know, you've never mentioned that to me before, and thank you for doing that, because that's always the goal. The goal has always been, when we sit down and talk as an organization, what do we want this to feel like to the audience?
Mm-hmm.
We want them to feel like they're just walking into a conversation.
Yeah.
The ultimate compliment I got on 239 Live, there was several guests who were super nervous to come on, and afterward they said how calm and welcoming it made them feel, and how much fun they ended up having. So,
dude, I always had a blast with you when you were over there doing your thing, man.
We had some good times.
That was a great show, reconnecting with that. And that led me to be on his show, which was a freaking awesome thing. So, and I think I'm not exaggerating. I think one of our clips got 400,000, 500,000, towards a million views. Yeah, so I'm just telling you, man, big exposure.
Look at this good
wow.
looking. Whoa.
Wow.
Malcolm.
Shirt's on.
Yeah. I don't know who's got a better body, Malcolm, Ricky Haas, or Dearborn. That would be a pause,
wow.
Ricky, but welcome to the studio.
Let me tell you something right now. You're in for a treat, because Malcolm, it's rare he's not wearing something skin tight.
Okay.
That shirt actually is a little bit loose on him. So just enjoy this moment, because he normally doesn't roll anywhere without wearing something skin tight.
Good looking dude, man.
Jesus. No socks.
Yeah.
By the way, I heard I might when I was away for 63 days, you told a certain someone, now Patrick can be on the podcast. Now he's
determined society.
True or false? Is that you
that's
can
not the
confirm
way
or deny?
that's not the way the conversation.
Why are you coming at him? Malcolm, see you, brother.
Serious here.
Love a live studio audience.
I'm going to answer the question. What I said was
dropping out.
Now the story is so big.
That question that way.
The way you framed it was like I was dissing you, and I wasn't.
No.
It was just
he's off today, man. I'm sorry. Yeah.
It was just like, no, this is an interesting story. You know what I mean? And like it can be told.
Yeah.
Right. It's a different story, and based on the climate in society, it works better than your previous story.
Of course.
So let's work towards it. Let's build you here, and let's build here. Let's build here, and then let's get you to a point where that storytelling is so damn good that it runs with some serious legs. And then that way it's going to drive more attention to you and your platform here.
Shawn, can I ask a favor?
Here we go.
Please.
Of course.
On camera.
I want you to ask Pat Jira, who went through 63 days of hell, wrongly in prison, the question you ask all your guests at the end of your show: what does determination?
Right now?
I want to ask Pat Jira, put him on the spot right now. It's a warm up. If he does good here, maybe in a couple years we'll get him on your show.
Let's close out with that. Let's close out with that. Okay. And
I want Shawn to lead it like he does, like it's his show.
Absolutely. Do you have a favorite rock concert that you attended?
My wife and I, we were dating, and we ended up going. We picked the dogs up, and we flew out to Charlotte. Yeah, we ain't leaving the dogs, man. You don't know anything about Jackie. She ain't leaving her fucking dogs at home. All right, man. We went and saw Poison.
Oh wow, that's a wild card. I didn't see that one coming. Ricky.
It was so dope. And the
Poison.
dude behind us smelled like balls, and it was so. I mean, you're at a Poison concert,
sweaty balls.
But dude, that was such an amazing experience.
And what year circa is this?
Circa 2017, 2016 ish.
Okay.
Wow, that was my favorite rock concert.
Really?
Every rose.
They were the headliner.
Every rose has a.
They
thorn.
were. They were. Yeah, we've also done Brad Paisley, but
Motley Crue.
Yeah, but we've done a lot of concerts. But that's the one rock concert that we went to. And I was just like, damn, like this is really
that's awesome.
Nostalgia. I didn't see that one coming. Yeah.
Love Poison.
Favorite
and Sex in a Different Area code. That's pretty cool too. So
wow.
Favorite hip hop artist all time. I know what you.
Eminem, dude.
Eminem. What's your favorite Eminem song?
The compilation with Eminem and Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Drop the World. The Eminem verse. This is important for you to know. This is the reason why the Eminem verse is how I feel every single day. Every time, when you overlook me, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to raise the ceiling. I'm going to make you feel me. Like, go listen to the words.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky's shaking his head because he knows that.
We're gonna. By the way,
that song
in the B reels, there's going to be some. We'll
play it off air like once we're done here, so you can hear that verse. But that's how I operate. When I'm heading to record a show, when I'm heading into the gym, that's on in my ears.
That's awesome. Because we're going to drop that song. Yeah, Eminem, Lil Wayne. Let's go.
If there's, say we could make a call right now. There's one person we can get on your podcast to interview. Who would it be?
I mean,
Gary Brecka, where are you at?
Yeah, Gary, seriously, dude. I mean,
Curtis call.
Yeah,
Shawn French.
No, he always responds to me.
I know.
Gary's great.
You guys both. This is so funny. He's my best friend. 35 years. To get a hold of him,
portion of the show.
I got to call. I got to go through his team, and it's just I'm not mad at nobody, But it's as you said. When you climb up that mountain, man on top of the mountain didn't fall there. You climb. As you climb up there, it gets more and more challenging. So it's nothing personal. But to get to Shawn French, I have to go through your agent. To get to Gary Brecka, I got to go through his team. Like, to get to Pat Jira, I got to go through Ricky Haas. Like, it's a pain in the butt.
Some people think they can just go to my DMs.
He'll text. I'll try to call him. He'll text him back. Please contact my assistant, Ricky Haas. I'm a little busy right now. And it drives me crazy because he's one of my dear friends.
Well, it's like our other friend here who will probably be governor here in a couple months too. Like, you
Byron Donalds.
Go through, certain.
So Gary's a great one, but yeah, I mean, I would think that would probably be it because I can't think of another one. I could name some outlandish name that I know you guys don't have contacts with, but
I was joking.
You never know
who would be, or you could say who's on your Mount Rushmore for people that you.
Oh, that's easy. Eminem, Shakira, Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds, interesting.
Wow, best baseball player I'd ever lived.
I completely agree.
Yeah, I 100%
absolutely agree.
By the way, I love them. I love the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Oh, dude,
I love Barry Bonds.
Do you know what his original number was?
Bobby Bonilla.
Oh wow,
that
Bobby
team was
Bonilla
solid.
still makes money to this day.
I went and watched them.
Bobby Bonilla Day.
Hey, true story. I went and watched them play in Pittsburgh against the Atlanta Braves years. They were always them in Atlanta, and they couldn't get by Atlanta.
I know. They couldn't.
Couldn't.
The Atlanta Braves team, yeah.
This pitching staff was unbelievable.
Four aces.
Yeah.
But here's the thing with Barry Bonds, because pre-steroids, he was a Hall of Famer. Steroids just made him
steroids didn't do what people think it did, and again, it may keep
in 20 extra home runs a year. No, because he went from hitting 35, 40 to 67.
But you can also attribute that to experience and becoming a better hitter and everything like that. With Barry Bonds, like, this is what I try to tell everybody. Steroids will make you stronger, and sometimes the ability, if you train right with mobility and train in space, you won't get hurt as much and you recover quicker. What I'll tell you is his home runs went from 430 to 480 to 500. That is it. That is it. He wasn't hitting balls to the warning track and then them getting caught or hit off the wall for a double. Like, he was already hitting them out of the ballpark. And then the way that he approached hitting was so different and proprietary to any other hitters other than probably Tony Gwynn. They were very similar. If I could just put the ball in play, I already won. I don't need you to miss it. You didn't get me out. You didn't win. If the right fielder catches it, that person won. He beat me. You didn't beat me. And that's why he was so good. He never worried about going opposite field. He said, I'm going to put the ball in play. What a genius thing. So yeah, Barry Bonds, Kevin Hart, like all those bigger. Oh, Kevin Hart's a big one. Oh yeah.
Wow.
I have a big one. Kevin Hart fascinating.
I know he doesn't. I don't understand.
I don't think he's funny.
Have you seen his new? They
planted.
had the what do you call it? The roast.
The roast.
I didn't like it either. I thought it was okay.
It sure shit wasn't as good as Tom Brady.
No.
Well,
And Kevin Hart was great at Tom Brady too.
Yeah. No, it was what I felt
I didn't
about.
love it.
No, I didn't love it. It was entertaining, but I didn't love it. But Kevin Hart, Pat, to answer your
See ya.
bye.
We're almost done. So you gotta go. Thanks for being here.
Is the attention he gets because of his humor.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, when you look at guests, as you guys build your brand and build your show, you want to pay close attention to their engagement and how much their audience loves them. Because if they collaborate, then you're going to get a flood of audience. Very important. So like the last one we just dropped was Aaron Singerman, the founder of Redcon One. Bro, my shit has been blowing up because people follow him because he's so real and everything that he's done. His community is so engaged with him that automatically they see me on camera with him, and then I'm their guy now.
Big deal.
So that's why. And plus, I mean, I do love Kevin Hart. He's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, I get a lot of more followers and fans now because Pat Dearborn actually collaborates with me now. So we got a show together. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then one last question. I always would ask this when I interviewed people when I was a restaurant manager. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
I see, when I say myself, it's the show, right? I see the show as top 5 in the world. Like literally, when you think of podcasts that are making the world better, we're in that conversation now with those other shows that everybody knows because they're celebrities, right? We're going to break through the white noise of the internet within about 6 to 12 months. I'm going to tell you right now, we already have the plan in place. We have a kickoff call tomorrow. It's about to go down. We are literally getting support from marketing agencies that worked with Jimmy Buffett, that work with Luke Bryan, that work with all these different country stars. And we have the framework now, right? And so before we didn't have it, but in 5 years time, I see us as like, everybody talking about these big shows is like the Determined Society. We're going to have that following. We're going to have those people that get in the comments and really, I hate the word cult following, but that's really what I want to create, right? The people that stick up for me when I'm not around.
Avid, passionate followers.
Yes.
Those are the type of people in the audience and fans that will stick with you throughout the the process. So
I mean, dude,
I think that's a good word, cult following.
I got a couple of emails that I ignored. And then they hit me on Instagram. I talked to this gentleman the other day. He has it's a brand, right? And we were discussing. I always vet people out when they want to work with me. I'm like, why? Like, how'd you find me? What do you know about me? What do you know about my show?
Why?
Because
as opposed to being like ego. Oh yeah, of course you want to work with me.
Right.
Why?
Like, what's the alignment? And he started going back to shows 7 months ago, talking about how authentic they were and how he felt like this was the type of content that people are going to gravitate to here very shortly because they're getting tired of being scared. People are getting tired of all the clickbait. They're getting tired of the fear mongering. They want real. They want to know that as long as I do what I need to do, everything's going to be fine. Now, we can't guarantee everything's going to be fine. I can get struck by lightning tonight. I don't know. I got to drive home. There's something that can happen to us every day. Life is fragile. But if you stick to what works, eventually you will pop through. And that's what I want everybody saying, that I learned that from that show, because now we're making an impact.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. And Shawn, there's no doubt in my mind, brother, you're going to do it. I want to thank you for looking to kind of mentor us and lead us as we start this journey together. Me, Pat, and Ricky, and of course, Lauren Maxwell, trying to get this thing going, get this studio going. I mean that sincerely, man. You took time out of your day to come be on our show. And we're in our
conference calls
stages, but when you blow up, and I know that's coming, I can't wait to this. We'll re-air clips from this because this is a big time guest, and not because of his numbers or his stature. You're a big time guest in my book because you're real and you care and you got that servant's heart, man. You're reaching back and saying, "Hey, let me grab you and Pat and Ricky and show you guys, give you all some great events." I appreciate that, man.
Thanks for seeing me, man.
You're awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be going through your people next time you come on, like with Gary Brecka.
But I'm going to finish it up with Pat Jira. What does determination? I'm going to ask both you guys. I don't think anybody ever asked Shawn. I'm going to ask you first. What does determination, since we're sitting next to the guy with the determined society. What does determination mean to you?
Not giving up. I mean, just keep going. There, you know, when I was away, 'cause there was a period there where things were looking very dicey, and there was a couple days where I'll say this first time I think publicly, I was starting to look around that place, and I was like, what would be the easiest way to commit suicide in here? Because I was just adamant I was not leaving.
You fucking serious?
I was
dude?
just I said, and I told one person this. I said, I'm not leaving this country alive. I'm not going back to Czech. I'm going back. You know, I'm leaving in a casket. I'm not. You know, but you know, you fight through that, and because I know there's a bigger purpose, and that's not the way. You know, I'm going to go out. I have a daughter, and you know, I started to have to come up with a plan. Okay, if God forbid I do have to go back to the Czech Republic, I have to, you know, figure things out. So, just staying alive and being the best version, and persevering through. You know,
I want to commend you for that honest answer, because if people say they don't have feelings like that, or have these moments of where they just want to give up, whether it's in life or whether it's at your venture. They say they don't ever have those moments. They're fucking liars.
Yeah. I have.
They're liars.
I can't believe he just had the balls. I never heard him show.
That's
it hurts my heart, but also makes me proud that he's man enough to do that. And now you've gotten a lot of responses from a lot of big people when you ask that question. And just for those that are watching, what does determination mean to you is how this guy closes a lot of his shows with a lot of big guests. And Pat Jira's answer right there is powerful, man. I'm not sure you've ever heard that one before.
No,
I've only about two people I've told that to. I've obviously never said it publicly. So.
That's insane. I mean, that gives me more fuel to help you out even further. Dude.
Wow.
You know, even if I didn't have enough already.
This guy was here during the tough times when Pat Jira, I talked to him on the phone. He called me from Alligator Alcatraz or from the Chrome over in Miami, real hardcore prisons that we can't imagine what it'd be like to be in there. And I prayed all the time to God. And I'm telling you, it was the most I prayed to God in a long time, praying for my brother to get him out. And I think it was a God thing. He's sitting next to us right now.
Absolutely.
But I can tell you, you were always there calling me, calling Tim Jarrett. What can we do? What's going on? What does he need? How are we getting them out? What are we doing? What are we doing? And we weren't organized. We, as in general, it's not a knock on anybody. Everybody cared for Pat, but there wasn't organization, right? It was a little all over the place.
To prepare for that.
No,
man. There's no way to prepare for that.
But you always called, and I'm gonna say it one more time. You were in his corner. You've been in my corner. We're both in your corner. I love, and I'm gonna tell you, as a person that messes up every day, sitting next to you right now, wanting this show to become something big, I'm walking out of here, sitting next to you today, going, I can't just talk the talk. I got to walk the walk. It ain't freaking easy, man. But I'm telling you, I see you doing it. There's a saying that Coach V, the guy that leads our men's group, says every Tuesday. Share your faith, share the gospel and your walk with God. And if you have to, use words. In other words, how you're walking. I see how you're walking.
Good Lord,
I don't care what you're saying. I see how Shawn French walks, your family, your kids, your faith, doing the right things, even when nobody's looking. And it gives me, I'm just telling you right now, that doesn't mean I'm not going to walk out of here in an hour and have an incident of road rage and want to bitch slap somebody out there on Route 41. But I'm going to pray to God, God, let me learn from this guy next to me. Let me learn and be a better man today than I was yesterday. And I thank you for walking the walk and talking the talk, brother. All I'm going to say to you is as you get bigger, you know, Satan's going to come for you. You got to.
He's already on me, dude.
But I'm just saying,
he's
but
already
you
on
gotta,
yeah, I feel
whatever it is, Satan finds out whatever your thing is, man. It's crazy. Alcohol, drugs, gambling, women, whatever it is, Satan knows and he whispers in your ear. So I'm just telling you, I'm praying for you. I know you're going to kill it. You're going to keep killing it. I'm just blessed to have you here on our show, man. Thank you so much. And
hey, it's a pleasure. You got to hear my definition.
I wasn't done yet. Okay, go. I'm sorry.
God,
Wow.
Sorry.
No.
I didn't want
so
to.
We'll close it out on that.
Okay. I want to try to do it like he does it. Shawn, right now, folks, I'm Shawn French. So, Shawn, what does determination truly mean to you?
It's quiet. It's not loud. Most people think it's loud. Look at me. Look at what I'm doing. Document it on social media, document it here, document it there. Scream loud. Determination is doing what you said you were going to do long after the emotion wears off. So when you walk into a room where you have these moments where I'm going to do this and the motivation's high, the emotions are high, then your dog throws up on your carpet and now you're cleaning shit up, and then your kids come home and they're fighting with everybody and one of them gets sick. Now where the hell you at? You got to be willing to do what you said you were going to do without the emotion moving you. And so some days it means getting out of bed and putting 2 feet on the ground and being grateful just for being alive. Some days it's just getting your tennis shoes on and walking into the gym. And the other days it might be doing, high volume. Every day it's going to look something different. But the bottom line determination is doing what you said you were going to do long after the emotion wears off. You keep your damn word, period, end of story, and you don't have to telecast it or teleprompt it to anybody, because eventually you become the walking billboard of what you say you're doing or not doing. It's your choice. Both are hard.
Love that.
3, 2, 1. Next question. With Shawn
Episode
French.
4 in
Check
the book.
it out. Follow this guy. The Determined Society and Shawn French.
The Shawn French.
The Shawn French.
Buddy, we love you, man.
Love you
God
too,
bless
guys. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Absolutely,
Brother.
bro.
Appreciate
Good
it.
work.
Shout out Ricky Haas. Good job, bud.
Ricky.